Welcome to this presentation of game film from MaddenUniversity.com, featuring ranked online games of Madden NFL 16 from EA Sports. This game features Slick Nick 88's New York Giants versus TNT 713's Carolina Panthers. The kick is away, and our opponent is using Odell Beckham Jr. as his return man. Our opponent opens with a single back formation and 3 wide receivers. We counter with a 5-man rush with man cover 1 on the back end. Play action plays right into our hands after we crash the line outside and make for a tough throw under pressure. On 2nd and 10, our opponent uses trips to the right with Beckham in the slot. We counter with a cover 3 zone with the free safety covering the deep middle, and almost give up a huge play. Third and 10, our opponent opts for an empty backfield, which usually is an invitation to blitz. We use man coverage from quarters and use our middle safety to cover anything over the middle, just long enough for pressure to affect the passer. Without hesitation, our opponent chooses to kick the ball away. We drop 1 man to the first down marker just in case the fake is called. Punt is away, and Ted Ginn Jr. has some room to run. The return gets us good starting field position at the 44. Our game plan is to possess the ball with runs and short passes to eat the clock, and play complementary football with solid defense. We like to use the weak eye formation to run on our first play of the game, but we notice our opponent overshifted towards the left. We audible to a short pass play and send the tight end on a streak. We throw an errant pass that the grass catches. And we use the weak eye formation against a defense shifted to the left. This time, we motion the tight end to pick up the weak side linebacker. Our fullback takes the ball up the middle and gets dropped for no gain. Smash, one of our favorite plays from the single back big twin formation, to pick up a conversion on 3rd and 10. Defense in zone, we try to complete a long pass. Our opponent played good defense, so we choose to punt the ball away, trust our defense, and play the field position game. Odell Beckham Jr. gets the block and takes off up the sideline, forcing the punter to make a tackle. Our opponent opens his second drive with an I-form big alignment against our 5-2 defense. We shift to protect the inside linebackers in case there's a pitch to the left. We bite on the play action and leave the fullback all alone in the flat. Encouraged by his last play, we anticipate more play action from sets like this single back big formation. We control the free safety and funnel the run back towards pursuit. On 2nd and 7, our opponent lines up in the same formation, but runs a play-action rollout with the same run look, only to miss a wide-open tight end with room to run. On 3rd and 7, we again see the tripped right formation with the number 1 receiver in the slot. We counter with a quarters man defense, but our worst defensive back gives up the slant for the first down. Now, we are sufficiently concerned about passes, so our opponent reminds us that runs are a legitimate threat with a shotgun power play. On 2nd and 5, we man the outside receivers and zone the middle of the field. Despite the possibility of a run, we are looking for a pass and want to level anyone near the ball. On 3rd and 5, we crowd the passing lanes and pressure the receivers with a cover 3. Our opponent's quarterback holds the ball too long and takes a sack in field goal range. Although our defense scores a moral victory by only giving up 3 points, we will need to make a statement on this next drive. Corey Brown receives the kickoff and meanders up the field to give us our start at the 26-yard line. For this drive, our adjustment features the strong I formation, so we're better suited to attack a defense overshifted to the left. To maximize our strong I formation's leverage against an overshifted defense, we motion our wide receiver away from the wide side of the field on this halfback toss play. Our opponent likes to play man coverage on first down, so we look to isolate a receiver running a hook route against his second-best cornerback. Timing is everything as we fire the ball on our quarterback's fifth step. On this first down, our opponent is using a base cover 3 look, but is still overshifted to the wrong side to stop runs from this formation. On 2nd and 2, our opponent is still using the 4-3 under against our strong I formation. Once again, we isolate his second-best corner against our receiver on a hook route. Now that we're inside the red zone, it's critical to be smart with the ball. We opt to run away from the overshift, but don't have enough blocking on the backside to cut off pursuit. Confident that we can catch our opponent napping, we hurry to the line and audible to a pass play. Our halfback motions to the slot to get a pre-snap read of the coverage, and we get a man indicator. With no one open initially, we improvise a rollout that almost gets the quarterback sacked before launching a cross-field lob for the score. The extra point puts us just where we want to be. For the kickoff, we want to send it deep to the middle and maintain our lanes. Our opponent had some success with the I form big on his last drive, which we defend with the 5-2 set. Penetration stops this halfback blast for no gain. Again, we see trips right with Beckham in the slot. This time, we telegraph a zone blitz. Our opponent sees the pressure, makes the right read, but makes a poor throw. On 3rd and 10, we give our opponent a base look indicating our cover 3 defense with one adjustment. Our defensive end, spying the quarterback, knocks down the pass. On 4th and 10, our opponent punts to keep us out of scoring range. The kick is angled toward the sideline to cut off most of the field. Now we have a golden chance to extend our lead to the best starting position of the day. Our single-back jumbo formation gives us the numbers we want on the left, but the safety makes a great play to keep the run to a minimum. On this play, we want to use our previous success running to set up a play-action pass. Our first read is covered, but our tight end heading to the sideline is open.
On 3rd and 4, we use a 4 wide receiver single back set because we want to spread the field and clear the box of defenders. Our goal is to run the 0-1 trap to the middle of the field to pick up the first down, but the defense makes a great play. Undaunted, we hurry to the line and audible to a pass play on 4th down. We are confident that our personnel is better than our opponent's personnel. A defensive end and a spy puts the clamps on our plan. After the turnover on downs, our opponent begins his drive with a single back formation. After the play action, A foot race to the sidelines forces the quarterback to throw the ball out of bounds. Once again, we are faced with a trips formation and Beckham in the slot. We drop our free safety into the box to show a blitz and disguise our coverage. We may have been too creative, as the pass sails over the safety's head and into the hands of Victor Cruz, who dances to celebrate the score. The extra point puts the Giants on top by 3 with 2:41 to play in the half. The kickoff down the middle gives us a viable chance for a run back, but we fail to get the one block we need to spring us to the outside. On 1st and 10, our 5-man protection fails to give the quarterback the time he needs to find the fullback in the middle, before being sacked for a loss of 8. On 2nd and 18, the playbook is short on winners. Our goal is to pick up a few yards and make 3rd down a manageable conversion. Anticipating blitz pressure, we opt for familiar play with 2 hot reads and 3 deep routes. That short dump pass doesn't put us in a better position to convert. At the 2-minute warning, our back is against the wall. We hot route the running back to a streak and then motion him to the slot. His job is to clear the safety so we can fire a pass to the post route to pick up the 1st down. Success on our last play puts us in a part of the field where we can take a chance. On this play, we look to throw a jump ball to our best receiving threat, despite triple coverage. Once again, we are looking to strike downfield, but we're also geared for defensive pressure. A subpar pass rush lets us fire a pass deep, but it sails harmlessly out of bounds. On 3rd and 10, our priorities have changed. We need to pick up a 1st down. However, a late throw on a streak route results in a painful turnover that puts our opponent in scoring position. Our opponent begins this drive with a single back big formation, but we expect a play-action pass. So we line up in a 5-2 set. Backside pursuit limits this run to 3 yards. On 2nd and 7, we again see the trips formation with the number 1 receiver in the slot. We blitz the middle, which allows Beckham to get free on a slant for some painful points off the turnover. The extra point puts the Giants up 10 with 30 seconds left in the half. Plenty of time if we can avoid another turnover and manage the clock. We've just given up 14 points off silly mistakes. We look to improve our performance on this next drive. On the kickoff, we set up another return and get back to the 25-yard line, eager to pick up points before the half. For our first play, we opt for a single back bunch formation that we hope will create space for a receiver to get deep. We use our first timeout to preserve the clock. Sticking with the single back bunch, we run the verticals play and attempt to squeeze a pass into the wide receiver. On 3rd and 4, we take a shot downfield to our halfback, running a wheel, but overthrow the route and suffer another painful turnover. On 1st and 10 with 11 seconds left, we need only protect the deep ball. We drop the coverage off the line, but don't quite commit enough players, as Beckham gets behind the secondary for an embarrassing score. The extra point puts a sting on the past 2.5 minutes, where we've given up 21 unanswered points. After this kickoff, we only want to get out of the half without any more mishaps and begin again with a fresh possession in the second half. Our last play of the half ends with a sigh of relief as the defenders knock the ball down. For more, follow us on Twitter at TNT713 or subscribe to TNT713's YouTube channel.